I'm going to answer some of the questions that we've been getting lately. So we'll just go over some of them one by one. So, one of the first and more important questions that we get is how does somebody who is initially starting out um, learn, and what should be the approach? Now, most people think, unfortunately, that in the market there's some kind of trick or some kind of secret, and then once you figure that out, then you'll make money. The hard truth is, as long as you keep thinking that, you're not going to get anywhere. The market, to begin, you need to have a structured approach to first learning about what are all the tools available. You can't go and play a game where you don't know all the rules and you don't know all the different mechanisms and mechanics of the game. So the first thing should be understand what are all the different instruments. What is the cash market? What is the derivatives market? How does it work? What is a contract? Everything about the contract. Understanding that is the most important thing when you're starting off. First, knowing what are the rules of the game. So to do that, there are many ways. There are many really good books, but a good place to start is there's a completely free app called Zero the Varsity, and you can go there and just go through their entire course material, and it is great. Even if a 10th standard child were to read that, they would master it in a day. So that is a good place to start. Once you are well versed with that, you need to then come up with how do you create a view, because trading at the end of the day is about creating a view. So you have to understand that something like buying something because you think it will go up, or selling something that you think will come down, is also a view. Similarly, if you think something will stay in a range, there is a view. How do you use the initial tools that you have learned from the market to execute that view is what the second part will be. And to execute that view, there are many paper trading apps. One I've used recently called Neo Stocks. It's very good. You can trade in all derivatives. You get 10 lakhs of virtual money, and you can set up an account and start trading. What I recommend you do once you know the tools is make the worst possible trades. Think of the most unlikely trades that will never work out and start making those trades, and then trying to firefight those trades. Try and learn how to adjust a horribly losing position. You can do it during live market. The market is very bullish, take an extremely bearish position and then try to fight it and see if how you're able to manage it. That will build a lot of confidence. People will swear by this strategy, that strategy, XYZ. Strategies don't make money. At the end of the day, a strategy is just a standardized form of communicating a certain execution and what can be done. So some people are comfortable with certain kind of strategies. Doesn't mean that there is any strategy that will make big money for you. So you come up with your own strategy. You see when your strategy works, how is it going? When do you take profits? When your strategy does not work, how do you deal with that? All of that you can figure out by paper trading. Once you're done paper trading, once you want to get into the real market, once you have an idea of okay, what are the tools, how do I create a view, now let me get into the market is where you'll actually learn. The real market, when you're trading, is where you'll learn. And the biggest and only thing you need to keep in mind at that point of time is not lose money. Don't lose a little money, is fine. Don't lose more money than what you can handle. Trade with single lots. You don't need to make all your money from these trades that you have now paper traded. You don't need to start making big money on that. Even if you have capital, don't use it. Trade with single lots. Do it for months. Do it for a period of time where you're trading with single lots and you are super comfortable in executing whatever you're executing, and then scale will automatically come when you don't have to think a lot about should you increase your scale from here, or should you use the profits that you've made from trading to continue trading with larger size. When you're able to answer that question on your own, that is when you will scale. So beginner, I think this is more or less the process that you should follow. Second, what is averaging? So averaging is very simple. A lot of questions about averaging. Basically, on any expiry, there is a settlement price. So by now, I'm assuming you know what contracts are, and that on an expiry date, there will be physical settlement of those contracts. Let us say somebody has purchased a Reliance 2000 call option on an expiry day, and Reliance is trading exactly at 2000. Now, the price at which they will be calling shares to themselves, if Reliance is higher than 2000, will not be whatever price Reliance closes at. It doesn't matter if in the last minute Reliance goes from 2000 to 2100 in a matter of 1 minute. In 1 minute candle, it goes up 100 rupees. It does not matter. The settlement will be when you take the spot price of Reliance, what Reliance price has been from 3 o'clock to 3:30, you take an average of that. You take an average of that entire time, and then you will say that will be the settlement price. Same thing goes with Nifty. Where Nifty spot expires, nobody cares. What matters is where has Nifty spot been in the last 30 minutes. So if it has been slightly above a certain level, slightly below a certain level, you can in your mind just start calculating what would be the average price of Nifty. Okay, so that is averaging. Then we have training. Are we doing any training courses, programs? No, absolutely nothing. We have a completely free Telegram channel where there are many new traders, many experienced traders, traders who trade in different styles. All kinds of discussions happen. People who are new put forward their doubts and everybody answers that. It's completely free. Anyone can join. You can join the discussion if you want to. We don't have any training programs. We don't charge for anything. We are not monetizing this in any way. We just want to create a community. So that is what we are working towards. Okay. Finally, why can't I do my videos in Hindi? The answer to that is very simple. I can barely speak Hindi and I can't manage Hindi, and especially if I'm in the middle of a trade and I need to speak in Hindi, it's just not possible. So I'm sorry. If somebody wants to volunteer to do Hindi subtitles for our video, please let me know on Telegram. That would be amazing if somebody could do that. I personally can't speak in Hindi because, I won't be able to. My Hindi is very bad and it doesn't come naturally to me. And in the middle of a trade, if there's a high tension situation, I can't think of what words to use and all that. And I will just answer a question that many people have on what is the margin required for the position. Now, in terms of what is the margin available on our account, because we have still not taken out some of the recent profits, is we have something like 1.5 crores available on our account, of which 1.4 crores is currently being used, of which these positional trades take about 10 lakhs of margin. So currently our hedge, if you see on the put side, is 500 points away, and our hedge on the call side is 450 points away, which is why our margin is more than 1 crore today, about 30 lakhs more than 1 crore. On the expiry day, I had a 200 point hedge. Now there are a few things based on which your margin will vary. One, how much premium is there in your strike? Two, how far is your hedge? So I'll just go over. I'll create here a way for you to check the margin. So margin check. Now, if you take a naked trade, right? So let's say Nifty 15,000 put we sell in the weekly, we sell 66 lots, and we sell Nifty 15,600 call sell 66 lots. Sorry. Okay, so the margin required for this position will be 66 lakhs, which is very high. Now you buy a hedge. So you buy Nifty, you buy same quantity, and you buy the Nifty 16,000 call, you buy the same quantity. The margin is cut in by half. So you can see that basically with 1 crore of capital, you can do roughly 66 into 4 with this current position. So something like 260 something it will come to. Now, what do we do? What happens if our hedge is closer? Like we make it only 200 points away. Now we're keeping the hedge only 200 points away. Then the margin required will be lesser. So this is basically how it works. On the expiry day, since the premium left in the options also will be very low, the premium that you collect from the options you sold gets added to your total margin. So in case the premium is high, obviously your margin required will be higher. On expiry, premiums will be very low, which is why with about currently with a 200 point hedge and 600 point range for doing 66 lots of this, it's asking us for a margin of 21 lakhs. And if we were basically doing 400 lots close to, so this will be multiplied by 5 as well. So this is more or less the summary and in terms of how margin works. You would be surprised that if you use proper benefit of hedging, you can actually take positions which with much lower, because many people were speculating on what the margin will be and this, that, whatnot. It's much lower than what most people think.
Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab. So do not forget to check that from time to time.